Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, my name is calling from. This call is regard to your job application. So, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
So, could you confirm your name for me, please?
My name is.
So, let's start the interview. So, my first question is, why do you want to be a care assistant?
Well, I want to become a care assistant for two specific reasons. The first reason is having had some experience of caring for a close family relative and working in care industry made me realize I am suitable for this job. As I enjoyed the challenge and the responsibility of providing the right level of care to the person I was looking after. Secondly, the working hours and the qualities that are needed to perform the role matched perfectly with my personality and personal life. I am committed to helping others and providing needed service for their well-being. It is always rewarding for me. Considering this, I wish to be a care worker.
And how did you come to know about this care worker position?
Well, I learned about this job position when I was browsing Indeed. I came across your job posting and I read the job description, which caught my attention. So eventually, I applied for this role as it matched my skills.
And what do you think a care assistant does?
Well, a care assistant responsibility involves helping clients, who are often elderly, to live their best possible life by assisting with their immediate needs like washing, dressing, providing basic medical care like giving clients medication or monitoring temperature and blood pressure.
So, how do you describe the value of your role as a care assistant?
Well, without a doubt, I believe that care assistants have one of the most important roles to play, providing the most needed service to their client to maintain much of a normal lifestyle. Without the help of care assistants, many elderly people would not be able to live the life they desire, which is why care assistants are very important in care industry.
So, what relevant experience do you have with respect to this position?
Well, I worked in a care home for 2 years and enjoyed every minute of it. During my time there, I administered medication, served meals, and completed many other personal tasks for the patients. I always made sure I met their needs for making their life better. My supervisor in the care home monitored my performance on a weekly basis and provided a report based on this, which indicated that I was able to prove the right and quality care to my clients.
Okay, so what groups of people have you worked with so far as a care worker?
Well, I have worked with all age groups ranging from autistic children, physically disabled patients, and the elderly with dementia.
And how do you carry out a client's needs assessment?
Well, firstly, I would carry out a client needs assessment by interviewing them. I would try to listen attentively and let clients talk during the interview. If it is necessary, I would also interview their family and friends to gather more information about my client. Also, I could observe the daily activities of my client in order to be aware more of their needs.
So, are you comfortable handling a client's emotional and mental state?
Yes, I am calm by nature and understand human psychology quite well. I have also had 2 years of experience working with emotionally and mentally unstable patients, and I have the ability to deal with many difficult situations that often rise as a result of mental disease.
What if you see your patient has a heart attack, and what would you do?
The first step would be to call for emergency medical care. If the patient was conscious, I would give them aspirin. If the patient was unconscious, I would proceed to CPR until help arrives.
So what's your understanding of confidentiality?
I work in hospital medical records, so I am fully versed in HIPAA. So my understanding of confidentiality means that I would never disclose any patient's information unless they authorized it.
So what do you understand by the term safeguarding?
By learning the term safeguarding policies, I understand they are made to protect a client's health, well-being, and human rights, as outlined in the CARE Act of 2014. As a part of these policies, I would have to learn to recognize signs that someone is not living in a safe environment. If I suspected this to be the case, I would speak to the person to see if they reveal anything and report my concerns to my manager or the relevant authority.
Okay, and how important is your patient's dignity to you?
I am fully familiar with and compliant with client privacy and dignity guidelines. I need to be compassionate, respect their personal space and things. So, I need to make them feel independent and respect their opinion, whether it is religious or cultural preferences. However, while doing so, in every situation, I need to speak to them in a polite tone and listen to their requests attentively, making sure their confidentiality with their health information remain undisclosed.
So could you give me an example of a time when you showed initiative?
Okay, when I was working as a care worker at a care home, I observed not enough of social activity are being carried out. So I initiated a morning social club among the residents to share their feelings and exchange information with each other. It was preferred by everyone.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
I see myself becoming a supervisor within a care home and being able to have my own care plans that ensure outstanding care to the patients and their families in 5 years' time.
Okay, so the last question is, how do you stay up to date with healthcare advancements?
I take continuing education courses from NHS every year, and I have a habit of reading industry articles and studies. I believe education continues throughout our life, so I need to keep learning and improving.
Thank you. So do you have any questions regarding your job application?
No, thank you.
Okay, so that's the end of the interview. So I'm gonna end the call now.